Here we go. I've been practicing. All right. Rusty and moth-eaten, and where thieves can break in and steal. No. Store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. There is no moth, and no rust, and no thief can break in and steal. Because wherever your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Tonight's story makes clear that while all creatures have the same heavenly source, some are more blessed than others. Pigs, of course, are the lowest of the low, but even dogs.
No. Don't give the dogs that which is holy. And don't throw your pearls before pigs either, for fear that they will trample them under their feet and turn again and tear you to pieces.
Upon a time, there was a man who had 2 sons, and the younger son came to his father and said, "Father, give me my share of the property." So his father divided his estate between them. The next day, the younger son turned all of his share into cash and left home for a distant country, where he squandered it in reckless living. And spent it all. When a famine fell upon the land, and he began to feel the pinch. Ouch! So he decided to attach himself to a local landowner, who sent him on the farm to mind the swine. He would have been happy to have filled his belly with the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. Then he came to his sense, boing, and said, how many of my father's paid servants have more food than they can eat, and here I am starving to death. I will go to my father, and I will say to him, Father, I have sinned against God and against you. I am no longer fit to be called your son. Treat me as one of your paid servants. So he set out for his father's house. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him, and his heart went out to him. Dum-dum, 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 dum-dum. The son ran to meet his father, threw his arms around him, and kissed him, saying, Father, I have sinned against God and against you. I am no longer fit to be called your son. Treat me as one of your paid servants. But the father called to one of his servants, Quick, fetch me my robe, my best one. Put a ring on his finger and shoes on his feet, and go and fetch the fatted calf and kill it.
That's the one.
You're the fatted
I'm
calf.
not going to be the fatted
You're
calf.
more fatted
I
calf.
want someone to be the fatted calf.
Fatted calf, yes. Look at you.
And let us have a feast to celebrate the day, for this son of mine was lost and is found. And the festivities began.
Come out!
Now, the elder son was elder. The elder son.
Hello!
Thank you. Now, the elder son was out on the farm working, and as he approached the house, upon his return, he heard music and dancing. He called one of the servants and asked him what it meant. And the servant said, your brother's come back home again, and your father's killed the fatted calf because he has them home safe and sound. Yep. But the brother was, well, irritated.
Come on.
Okay, he was pretty damned mad and refused to go back in the house. The father came out and pleaded with him, but he retorted, saying, you know how I've worked for you all these years, and I never once disobeyed your orders, and you never gave me so much as a kid for a feast with my friends, but now this son of yours comes home after going through your money and his women and stuff, and you killed the fatted calf for him. And the father said, my son, would you like some cheese with that wine?
No.
I mean, my son, I love you. You are always with me, and everything I have is yours. Yeah, whatever. Now, how can we help but celebrate this happy day? For your brother, who was dead, has come back to life, metaphorically speaking, was lost, and is found. Works for me.
Come on, Jesus, please don't make me. All right.
Is there a man among you who would offer his son a stone if he asked for bread?
Is there a man among you who would offer his son a stone if he asked for bread?
Or a snake if he asked for fish?
No!
Well, if you then, as you all know how to give your children what's good for them, how much more will your heavenly Father give good things?
Good things, good things, good things, yeah!
To those who ask for them. Always treat others as you would have them treat you.
Oh, yeah!
That is the law and the prophets.
The law and the prophets, 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 the law and the prophets!
You are the light of the world.
You are the light of the world.
I think that light is under a bushel, so that's something kind of crucial.
Amen. You got to stay bright to be the light of the world. But you are the salt of the earth. Yeah. You are the salt of the earth. But that salt has lost its flavor. It ain't got much in its favor. You can't have that salt and be the salt of the earth. So let your light so shine before everybody. Let your light so shine. So let them all know got to stay pretty in the city of God. So let your light so shine before men. Let your light so shine. So let their light know your kindness again. We all need help to feel fine. Let's have some wine. Oh. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. But the Thomas candlestick ain't much good without a word. You got to stay bright to be the light of the world.
All right, we want to thank you all out for coming tonight. Why don't we go ahead and have a little break here? We're going to go in the back. You folks feel free to go ahead and use the facilities. Go ahead and have yourselves a snack. Go out and get some fresh air. There's a little transparent pig out there. This is for our chosen charity this year, the American Cancer Society's I Can Cope program. There we go. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you all in about 10 minutes.
Okay, we must begin.
They said you had to use the outside, and it's
We're going like, get serious. You're like getting ready to walk.
Gazing into space, they let their minds all wander instead of studying the good Lord's rules.
Better pay attention, build your comprehension. It's gonna be quiz of your ascension.
Not to mention any threat of hell, but if you're smart, you'll learn your lessons well.
Every grand description of the promised land that you could reach it if you keep alert.
Oh, learning every line and every last commandment will help you what it could ever.
First you gotta read 'em, then you gotta heed 'em. You never know when you're gonna need 'em.
Just as old Elijah said to Jezebel, you better start to learn your lessons well.
Watch out, look at what we have here.
Turn back, oh man. Do you believe in love at first sight? Turn back, oh man. Or should I glide by again? When I move this way. Oh, ladies, I've got to be Earth might be fair, and all men glad and wise. Age after age, her tragic empires rise. Da 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 da. They dream, and in their dream is me. My stars.
Earth shall be fair, and all her people one. Unto that hour shall God's whole will be done. Now, even now, once more from earth to sky, peals forth in joy man's old undaunted cry. Earth shall be fair, and all her people one.
Come on, Jesus. Let's show him how to do it.
Turn back, oh man, forswear thy foolish way. Oh, now is earth, and none may count her days.
Da 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 da.
Get thou a child whose head is crowned with flame. Still will not he hear thy inner God proclaim. Turn back, oh man,
I've been watching you.
turn back, oh man,
He's been watching you too.
turn back, oh man.
You like my big feathers?
I do.
Oh, thank you.
Forswear thy foolish ways.
Play it, honey.
Okay, stop! This is just the beginning.
By whose authority are you acting like this?
Who gave you this authority?
I have a question for you. Answer it, and I'll tell you by whose authority I do these things. The baptism of John, was it from God, or was it from men?
If we say from God, then he will say, then why do you not believe?
But if we say from men,
The people
Will be angry, for they took John as a prophet. We do not know.
And neither will I tell you by whose authority I do these things. But I have a story for you. There was once a rich man who had 2 sons, and he said to the elder son, "Son, go out and work in the vineyard today." "I will go," said the son, but he didn't. So the father went to his second son and said, "Son, go work in the vineyard today." And the other son said, "I will not." But later on he changed his mind, and he went out and worked in the vineyard. Tell me, which of these 2 sons did as his father commanded him?
All right, there was one or there was 2,
The
right?
second. Then I tell you this, tax gatherers and prostitutes are entering the kingdom of heaven. For when John came and showed you the right way to live, you didn't believe him. But the tax gatherers and the prostitutes did. And even when you saw this, you still would not change your ways and repent.
Master, you are an...
Honest man.
Give us your ruling on this. Are we or are we not permitted to pay taxes to the Roman Emperor?
You hypocrites! Show me the money in which the tax is to be paid. Ding. Look at this. Whose image is on this coin? Whose inscription?
Caesar's.
And give Caesar that which is due Caesar. And Give God what is due God.
Master, what is the greatest commandment of them all?
Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the greatest commandment. And the second is just like it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Upon these two great commandments hang all the law and all that the prophets have written. The Pharisees, the doctors of the law, they sit in the seat of Moses. So pay attention to their words. Give strict heed to what they say, but do not do as they do. For they say one thing and do another. They make up heavy packs and place them on men's backs, and never lift a finger to carry the burden themselves. They love to wear their broad phylacteries and their long tassels on their robes, and to have their places of honor at the feasts and in the synagogues, and to be called of men teacher. But you must call no man on earth teacher, for you have one teacher, the Messiah. And you must call no man on earth father, for you have one Father. You are all brothers. And you must call no man on earth rabbi, for you have one rabbi, and he is in heaven. You liars and Pharisees, hypocrites that you be, souls and fools of the sick, and you travel the land, you scour the sea. Then when you got your conquerors, you make them twice as fit for hell as you are yourselves. You liars and Pharisees, hypocrites that you are. Sure that the kingdom of heaven awaits you. You will not venture half so far. Other men who might enter the gates you keep from coming through. Drag them down with you. You snakes, you viperous brood. You cannot escape being devil's food. I send you prophets and I send you preachers, sages and rages and ages of teachers. Nothing can mar your mood. Pharisees, hypocrites, to a man. Sons of the dogs who murdered the prophets, finishing off what your fathers began. There is no time to storm and to stop it. It's getting very late. Vengeance doesn't wait. Oh, you snakes, you viper's brood. How can you escape being devil's food? I send you prophets and I send you preachers, sages and rages and ages of teachers. Nothing can mar your mood. Blind guides, blind fools, the blood you spilled, on you will fall. This nation, this generation, will bear the guilt of it all. Alas, for you! Blind fools! Oh, Jerusalem. City that stones the prophets and murders the messengers. How often I have longed to gather up your little children, as a hen gathers her brood under her wings. And yet you would not let me. But I tell you this. You shall not see me again until that day when you shall all say, "Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." But take care that no man deceive you. For there will be many in that day who will claim my name and say, "I am the Messiah." And they will lead away many. But in that day, you will hear the sounds of battle close at hand. For nation will make war upon nation, kingdom upon kingdom. You will hear of earthquakes, floods, and famines in many places. But with all these things, the birth pangs of a new age begin. For as things were in Noah's days, shall they be when the Son of Man comes again?